Has created several road issues, especially in northeastern New Mexico. The conditions have already proven to be deadly. Let's go live to our News 13's David Romero, who is live in Santa Fe with more. David, I can see it is nothing but icy roads out there.
Icy roads, exactly right, Elizabeth. And of course, you know, the weather is over with, but the cold is not, and the remnants that it left behind on the road are something else. Now, of course, the drive up here from Albuquerque was good up until we got about the rest stop, which is just south of Santa Fe on I-25. That's when we saw where crews had actually thrown salt on the road earlier yesterday. There's still a little bit of ice on there. Coming in here on Cerrillos Road into Santa Fe, coming to a stop, turning into where we're at. We could feel the truck slide a little bit, so that's going to tell everybody that you're going to want to use a lot of caution when you're driving around Santa Fe today, because it's not going to be likely that the sun's going to even help melt off that stuff. Now, take a look at some of the pictures from what got us to where we're at. These are from yesterday. This is from I-25 just north, going north rather, near the Cerrillos exit. You can see that the roads got covered and slick. This was very early on in the day. Now we expect to learn more today about the fatal crash on Interstate 25 at the base of La Bajada Hill. There is a report that one person was killed in that crash. Now, it was also pretty much the same scene on Interstate 40 heading west near Klein's Corners. A section of the interstate there was shut down for about 3 hours, and you can see why in the video. Our news director shot this video of the traffic backup, and you can see the snow coming down. This is because the roads were snow-packed and icy. Now, we were told that a lot of semi-trucks were getting stuck out there, and they were having to just stick around and wait it out, and cars were trying to weave around them, and it was eventually reopened. Now, as Kristen mentioned, that wind is what makes it feel really miserable out here. We are feeling it at about at least maybe 10 below zero, so bundle up if you come outdoors and drive safe. Elizabeth, back to you.
All right, David, thank you for that. Remember, folks, you can call 511 for all your updated road conditions. Speaking of road conditions, road crews have been working all night making sure icy roads are safe to travel on. The DOT has more than 80 dump trucks on the roads plowing, salting, and sanding. Crews are also watching the roads from a traffic dispatch center in Albuquerque, where they can monitor every part of the state. We also now want to check in with Bo Brock, who is keeping an eye on those road conditions. What can we expect this morning, Bo?
Well, in Santa Fe, difficult driving conditions, snow-packed and icy roads, poor visibility as well. In New Mexico, 14, 475 in Hyde Park, and also your 599. Rough terrain on that I-25 from Santa Fe to Glorieta. Also, David talked about that bad accident on I-40. You're still dealing with those delays. Actually, I-40 just east of Albuquerque. This is going to be actually in the Moriarty area, actually just east of Wagon Wheel. Severe driving conditions, I-40 eastbound and westbound between Wagon Wheel and McKenzie. Drivers really discouraged to use the roadway. Expect heavy delays in the area. I'm Bo Brock, KRQE News 13 Traffic.
Kristen, you have more on the traffic conditions from a different perspective.
That's right. We have a few webcams we can show you here. Tough to see because the sun hasn't come up yet, but when the cars drive by, you can kind of see the roads light up a little bit, and you can see as you look at I-25 La Bajada here to the north that it is still pretty iffy out there. Tricky driving conditions for you. In fact, we're seeing difficult driving conditions as the New Mexico Department of Transportation is reporting there with icy conditions and even some snow-packed areas. I-25 at St. Francis, basically more of the same. We're looking at snow-packed and icy conditions there as well. I-40 at Klein's Corners, we're actually seeing some patchy fog develop here and there on top of the icy road conditions. So you're going to want to be very, very careful as far as the weather headlines go. Icy roads, patchy fog, dangerous wind chills across northern New Mexico, and a very cold day ahead for the entire state. The snow has moved out. We're still talking a little bit of fog and, of course, the bitter cold. Metro area looking at temperatures anywhere from the low to mid-teens to around 20 degrees, and we're going to see another cold night ahead. I'll let you know how things will warm up this afternoon, and I'll have that extended forecast for you coming up in just a bit.
Santa Fe has been pounded with 12 inches of snow, and this just in, we're getting word that all state offices in Santa Fe are on a 2-hour delay. Again, that is all state offices in Santa Fe. As you can see, the wintry weather has created dangerous conditions at the Capitol. As soon as it started to fall yesterday, this SUV rolled onto its side just past the Cerrillos Road exit. State police say the driver took off before they got there. Despite the road conditions, the weather was, I guess, a treat for many.
We've been missing this for so long.
We're so excited. We love it. It was supposed to be 2 inches, and so we're seeing like 4 to 6, so we can't wait. Bring it on.
You know, I guess you could say it is a mixed blessing. We'll keep an eye on the conditions in Santa Fe, by the way, throughout the morning. Plus, conditions all over the state as well. Stay tuned to KRQE News 13 for the very latest on this wintry weather. You can also find the latest on school closings and weather conditions on our website. Again, just head to krqe.com. Well, today is the final toy drive for the Toys for Tots program. This is your chance, folks, to make a child's Christmas wish come true. We want to take you for a live look at the American Home parking lot off of Carlisle and Manal in Albuquerque. That's where our U.S. Marines, including Major Brian Sillison, is standing by to receive your toy or donation. How's it going out there, Major?
Well, as you can see, it's cold, but we have had a couple of people drop a few toys off since the last time we were on the air.
That is great, and I can see those trucks behind you. Those are the trucks that you guys are needing to fill with toys, correct? I mean, how big is the need this year?
I mean, we need to probably double our throughput today. Last year we had a record-breaking day with about $19,000 in monetary donations and a couple thousand toys. We need to exceed that this year in order to meet the demands.
Yeah, that is so true. And here's the great thing, I love this idea, is that folks don't even have to get out of the cars to drop off their toys or their donations. How does it all work?
Well, if they come in, they can see that the police are going to route them into two potential entry points into the parking lot, and it's real easy and real safe. They just pull up, the Marines will greet them at the car, and we'll load these trucks up with toys.
Fantastic, Major. We're going to be checking back with you guys throughout the morning. I see one car pulling up behind you as we speak. Thank you so much. By the way, folks, again, the Marines will be out there until 6 tonight. Otherwise, you can drop off your donations at the Albuquerque Convention Center if you can't make it today until 6, again, over off of Carlisle and Manal.